Thank you to all the animals on the farm. Well, now we're going to do a little bit of science. We're going to do a little science experiment. Now, our science experiment, you might be thinking, the science experiment on the farm, that's a little bit weird, but this science experiment is actually called magic milk. So do you know what animal on the farm do we get our milk from? Let's have a look back here. I can see it must be, not a sheep. No, that gives us wool. Oh, what is it? It's a cow. And there is where they produce all the milk and it stays in there. And then the farmers will milk the cows and then they will bottle it up and give us, and then we go to the store and buy milk. But actually the milk doesn't come from, it comes from the store, but it originally comes from a cow. So today we've got a little bit of milk. So it's good, if you can see, we've got some milk. We've got some colors. And we're going to see what's going to happen when we put our milk in the dish and our colors. And then we're going to make it magic. So we're going to see if the colors if the colors on the milk will mix or if they will separate. And I'll tell you a little trick. So I've got here some, it's going to be very hard to see because it's dishwashing liquid, just from what we have in the kitchen, and it's yellow, so the cup's yellow, so it's a little bit hard to see. And this is the secret ingredient. So when we put this on our colors, we're going to see if it's going to come together or if it's going to separate. Are we ready? So we're just going to use a little bit of milk because we really don't like wasting food. So it's just going to be a little bit of milk. Just want to make sure that you can all see. Just, not very good pouring, just on the bottom of the dish. Can everyone see the dish? And everyone can see the milk? There we go. So we have our milk, just normal milk. Now, after you do this experiment, please do not drink the milk because we are putting some dishwashing liquid. Please do not drink the milk, but it is, like I said, it's just a little bit of milk that we're using. Now I've got some colors here, some food dye. Now you can use any color you want, but I've got some green. So I'm just going to put a few drops of the green, and then I've got some blue, and I've got some, let me show you the lid, red. So we're just going to put that few drops of those onto the milk. Are we ready? Let's see how many. And we're going to, let's have a look. We're going to be very careful. And please, with the food dye, this does stain. So if you want to wear a paint shirt, that's absolutely fine. If it stains your fingers, it's okay. It will come off after a few washes. So very carefully, one. Oh, you can't see the color. Let me put it back there. Two. Can you see the color? Yeah, now you can see the color. Oh. Now we have red. We've got, let's put one right in the middle. One. Two. And let's put some blue. Where's that blue gone? Oh, it's having a bit of a lie down. Let's put some blue. And one, pop, and two, pop, and let's add another one for good luck. Three blue drops. Now, do you think that all the colors will mix together or all the colors will separate? Let's experiment. So in our little cup, we have some dishwashing liquid, and just with a cotton tip, we're going to just wet our cotton tip just like that. So you can see that our cotton tip is now yellow. So we're just going to wet it. We're going to put it over the color and let's see what happens. I wonder if anything will happen. Let's try. Putting. Let's try with the back one. Can everyone see? Oh, what happened? Oh, the milk did not like the dishwashing liquid, and all the colors spread out everywhere. And it's made a little bit of a swirl, of a rainbow. Who wants to try that again? Let's see if we can try it again on the clear part. Let me put my cotton bud up here, making sure it doesn't fall. Let's try with some blue again, because blue is nice and dark, and hopefully you can see that at home. So let's go. 1, 2, 3. Are you ready? Let's have a look. Let's see if it continues to separate from our cotton bud. Pop it in there one more time. Oh, you only need to get the tip. Let's try. Oh, we can do a countdown. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And there it goes. What happens if we put it on this side? It really doesn't like. Oh, look at all the colors coming out of that. It is pretty magic, isn't it? I wonder if I do this, what's going to happen now? You can see all the colors moving away from the dishwashing liquid, all the way to the corners of our bowl. This is why we call this experiment magic milk, because it's like magic. So what really happens, it is just the milk and the dishwashing liquid and the chemical reaction. They don't like to be together, so the color separates. And the reason we use the color is so you can see the separation. So that's all that's happening. I hope you would like the science experiment. If you continue to do it, you will see that the milk and the colors start to make some wonderful and pretty patterns. It might be a little bit hard for you to see at home. But you can keep experimenting and see what kind of things. We would love to see some photos and videos of you guys doing this experiment at home. And then we can share it next week for Pal Time. Hope you enjoyed that science experiment. Now, we've been so busy doing crafts, so busy listening to a story, and so busy doing a science experiment that I thought it would be a good idea for us to play a game of freeze. So everyone stand up, have a bit of a wiggle, and our next song is going to be a farm freeze game. So I hope you're ready to